might think that BTS Jungkook is going through military service like any other soldier struggling with physical training, adjusting to barracks life, and facing all the challenges that come along. But what if I told you that there's someone specifically assigned to watch over and take care of Jungkook while he's in the military? And even more surprisingly, this order came straight from Bang Si-hyuk, the big boss of HYB. This rumor started circulating after some fans noticed a figure who was always seen around Jungkook on various occasions, both in official photos and reports from those who had seen him. Some people even speculated that this man was not just a unit mate, but someone who had a special task, making sure Jungkook was okay during his military service. As a member of BTS with immense global popularity, Jungkook is the center of attention even while on duty. Not only do fans want to know how he's doing, but also the media and perhaps other interested parties. Jungkook's safety is not something to be taken lightly. We know that in the entertainment world, many things happen behind the scenes that are not visible to the public. So it makes sense that Bang Si-hyuk, as the person who has nurtured BTS since the beginning, feels the need to take extra steps to protect Jungkook. After all, BTS is not just another artist under HYB. They are an invaluable asset to the South Korean music industry. The loss of one of them due to trouble in the military could be a huge blow, not only to the company, but also to the image of K-pop globally. However, who exactly is the person who was given this assignment? Is he a professional bodyguard purposely recruited by HYB? Or is he a soldier specially chosen to accompany Jungkook? Some reports suggest that this person is someone who has a solid military background, is experienced in security, and is used to handling important figures. So, how does this protection work? Of course, the South Korean military has very strict rules, and a soldier cannot get preferential treatment overtly. Therefore, it is likely that the surveillance is done subtly and unobtrusively. It could be that this person is stationed in the same unit as Jungkook or is always nearby during training and daily activities. Nonetheless, this also raises a big question. Would this be considered a form of special treatment? Will the presence of this secret bodyguard cause jealousy from Jungkook's peers in the military? Because as we know, military service in South Korea strongly upholds the principle of equality among all soldiers. No matter whether one is a celebrity or not, all must be treated equally within the military environment. On the other hand, Bang Si-hyuk's move may also be based on greater security considerations. We cannot turn a blind eye to possible risks, from privacy concerns to unpredictable threats. Cases of bullying in the military are not uncommon, and while we hope Jungkook doesn't experience it, there is certainly concern on the part of the agency. In addition, there is another factor that may play a role, and that is mental health. Jungkook is a very sensitive and perfectionist type of person. The pressure in the military is certainly much different from the life of an idol. There is no stage spotlight, no fan chants, just strict discipline and a challenging environment. Perhaps Bang Si-hyuk was worried that Jungkook would have difficulty adapting, and having someone nearby could help reduce stress and provide emotional support. However, while this is an interesting theory, HYB themselves have yet to make an official statement on the matter. As usual, they tend to keep the details of their artists' personal lives private, especially in highly sensitive situations like military service. But with speculations getting stronger, many are starting to believe that Jungkook is indeed not alone there. So, is it true that Bang Si-hyuk has taken extra steps to ensure Jungkook stays safe at the military camp? Is this just a wild theory from fans? Or is there a hidden fact behind it? Either way, no matter what happens, the attention for Jungkook in the military will never wane. We can only hope that he serves his time well and returns healthy and happy. However, if this theory is true, then another interesting question arises. How will the military react to the possibility of someone specifically assigned to keep an eye on Jungkook? As we know, conscription in South Korea has a strict and disciplined system. Every soldier, without exception, must undergo training with the same rules. There is no special treatment for celebrities, let alone special supervision that could be considered a privilege. If it is true that there is someone specifically placed to guard Jungkook, this may cause debate among the military and the public. However, this does not mean that this is impossible. There are various ways that the protection of Jungkook can be done without breaking the rules. One possibility is to choose a senior who is trusted and has a good track record to guide and ensure Jungkook's condition remains stable during his military service. This person may not be a bodyguard in the true sense of the word, but rather a mentor whose job is to provide extra guidance to Jungkook without making him look like he is getting special treatment. In addition, we also need to consider the psychological aspect of this military experience for Jungkook. As we know, life in the barracks is very different from the life of an idol. There is no glamorous dance practice schedule, no fans chanting his name, and no luxuries like in showbiz. All soldiers have to wake up early, follow a strict schedule, and undergo strenuous physical training. As an individual who is used to living in an entertainment industry environment, this transition was certainly not easy. Jungkook is known as someone who is a perfectionist and has an extremely high work ethic. He may be used to strict discipline as an idol, but military life is a different challenge. There's an aspect of mental pressure that can be difficult for anyone, especially if one isn't used to living without complete freedom. Having someone specifically watching over Jungkook could be a crucial factor in keeping him balanced in the military. It could be that this person is tasked with helping Jungkook adapt to the harsh environment, providing emotional support, and ensuring that he does not experience excessive stress that could affect his health, both physically and mentally. If we look further, Bang Si-hyuk's alleged move is not just about protecting Jungkook as an individual, but also about maintaining the stability of BTS's image as a group. Jungkook is not just an ordinary idol. He is a member of the biggest group in the world today. Anything that happens to him during his military service could have an impact on BTS's image as a whole. Remember the cases of other celebrities who served in the military and had a hard time? Some were criticized for being treated differently, some suffered from mental health issues, and some were even caught up in scandals while still serving. HYB certainly does not want anything like that to happen to Jungkook. If there is indeed this special supervision, then it could be said that Bang Si-hyuk's move is a very smart strategy. By ensuring that there is someone watching over and keeping an eye on Jungkook, they can prevent potential problems that could arise later on. But what about Jungkook himself? Does he know about this? Does he feel burdened or grateful for the extra protection? We know that Jungkook is an independent person who doesn't want to bother other people. As the youngest member of BTS, he always shows the spirit to work hard and prove himself. If it is true that someone is secretly watching him, Jungkook himself might feel uncomfortable at first. However, on the other hand, maybe he also realizes that this is a step taken for his own good. Of course, this is still just a theory and speculation. Until now, there's been no official statement from HYB or the South Korean military regarding the existence of a secret bodyguard for Jungkook. However, seeing how HYB takes great care of its artists, it is not impossible that this theory does have a strong basis. One thing is for sure, the attention to Jungkook in the military will never diminish. Every movement, every little piece of information about him will always be a topic of conversation. We can all only hope that Jungkook can carry out his duties well, without excessive pressure, and return as a stronger person. One thing is for sure, if Bang Si-hyuk really did this, it shows how valuable Jungkook is to HYB and how much attention is given to him. What do you think? Is this just speculation, or is there any truth to it? What do you think? Is this move really happening, or is it just mere speculation? Come on, write your thoughts in the comments column.